where football meets insight. Welcome to Pitch IQ.
Every World Cup prediction sounds intelligent before the tournament begins. That's the easy part. The difficult part is understanding what actually wins major international tournaments. Because talent alone doesn't win World Cups. If it did, football history would look very different. What wins World Cups is balance. It's squad depth. It's tactical flexibility. It's the ability to survive difficult moments when matches stop going according to plan. Over the next month, 48 nations will compete for football's biggest prize. Some will exceed expectations. Some will disappoint. And one team will leave as world champion. So, with the tournament beginning tomorrow, here are my final World Cup power rankings. And before you start typing angry comments, this isn't a ranking of the most talented squads on paper. It's a ranking of the teams I trust most to survive a World Cup. The teams with the right combination of quality, depth, experience, mentality, and tactical flexibility. Because over the last few decades, that's what has consistently separated champions from contenders. At number 5, I have the Netherlands. The Dutch might not have the individual star power of France or Argentina, but tactically, they're one of the most balanced teams entering the tournament. The foundation of everything is Virgil van Dijk. As the central defender and defensive leader, Van Dijk gives the Netherlands something every World Cup contender needs: stability. His positioning allows the entire team to defend higher up the pitch. Alongside him, defenders like Jurrien Timber and Mickey van der Ven provide athleticism, recovery speed, and defensive security. In midfield, Frenkie de Jong remains the heartbeat of the team. When the Netherlands control matches, it's usually because de Jong is dictating the tempo and progressing possession through pressure. Ryan Gravenberch adds physicality and ball-carrying ability, while Tijani Reinders brings energy and vertical passing. Further forward, Cody Gakpo and Memphis Depay provide goals, creativity, and experience. But this is where my biggest concern lies. Compared to France, Brazil, or Argentina, I don't think the Netherlands possess the same level of elite, game-changing attackers. They have structure, they have balance, they have organization, but World Cups are often decided by individual brilliance. And that's why the Netherlands come in at number 5. At number 4, I have Spain. From a tactical perspective, Spain may be the most complete footballing system in the tournament. Everything starts with Rodri. As the deepest midfielder, Rodri controls the rhythm, protects the defense, and dictates how Spain play. In many ways, he's the most important player in this squad. Ahead of him, Pedri provides creativity between the lines. His ability to find space and break defensive structures is elite. Fabian Ruiz adds balance and ball progression, giving Spain complete control in midfield. Out wide, Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal are potentially the most exciting wing partnership in the tournament. Nico brings explosive pace and direct running from the left. Yamal brings unpredictability, technical brilliance, and the ability to decide matches with a single action. At the back, Pau Cubarsí and Aymeric Laporte provide composure in possession, while Unai Simon remains one of Europe's most reliable goalkeepers. My only concern is experience. The talent is undeniable, but World Cups often become psychological battles. Spain has everything required to win. The question is whether this young core is truly ready for the pressure that comes with being a favorite. If they are, Spain could go all the way. At number 3, I have Brazil. And for the first time in several years, Brazil looks genuinely balanced. The obvious superstar is Vinicius Jr. Playing from the left wing, Vinicius gives Brazil a weapon few nations can match. His acceleration, dribbling, and ability to isolate defenders make him almost impossible to stop in open space. On the opposite side, Rafinha provides width, pressing intensity, and creativity. Through the middle, Neymar operates as the primary playmaker. Even at this stage of his career, his vision and ability to unlock compact defenses remain world-class. In midfield, Casemiro brings experience and defensive security. Alongside him, Bruno Guimaraes provides ball progression and control. This partnership allows Brazil's attacking players to take risks. Defensively, Marquinhos remains the leader. His positioning, communication, and composure under pressure are critical in tournament football. And behind him stands Alisson, one of the best goalkeepers in world football. When you look through this lineup, there are very few weaknesses. Brazil have goals, creativity, experience, defensive organization. The reason they're third rather than first is simple. We've seen Brazil dominate tournaments before. The challenge is translating dominance into trophies. If they can do that, Brazil won't just be contenders, they'll be champions.
At number 2, I have Argentina. The defending world champions, and perhaps the most mentally resilient team entering the tournament. Everything still revolves around Lionel Messi. Whether operating as a forward or a deeper creator, Messi remains Argentina's tactical reference point. His influence goes far beyond goals and assists. He dictates tempo. He attracts defenders. He creates space for everyone around him. Alongside him, Julian Alvarez brings relentless movement and pressing intensity. Together, they create one of the most intelligent attacking partnerships in international football. In midfield, Enzo Fernandez controls progression. Alexis McAllister provides balance and tactical discipline. Nico Paz adds creativity and verticality. Defensively, Christian Romero remains the leader. Aggressive in duels. Dominant aerially. Fearless under pressure. Alongside him, Lisandro Martinez provides composure and ball-playing quality. Behind them stands Emiliano Martinez, a goalkeeper who seems to become even better when the stakes are highest. Argentina's greatest strength isn't tactical, it's psychological. This team has already survived football's biggest pressure moments. They've been tested, they've suffered, and they've won. That experience is priceless, and it's the biggest reason Argentina enter this World Cup as one of the favorites to lift the trophy once again. At number 1, I have France. Not because they're perfect, but because they possess the most complete squad in the tournament. Up front, Kylian Mbappe remains the most dangerous transition player in world football. His pace changes defensive structures before the match even begins. Opponents have to adjust their entire game plan because of him. On either side, Ousmane Dembele and Désiré Doué provide pace, creativity, and elite 1-versus-1 ability. Behind them, Michael Olise operates as the creative connector. His passing range and decision-making allow France to break defensive lines consistently. In midfield, Aurélien Tchouaméni is the anchor. He protects the defense, wins duels, and provides balance. Adrien Rabiot adds physicality and experience. Defensively, France might have the strongest centre-back pairing in the tournament. Dayo Upamecano brings power and aggression. William Saliba brings composure and elite positional awareness. At left-back, Theo Hernandez provides attacking width and recovery speed. And behind everyone stands Mike Maignan, one of Europe's most complete goalkeepers. The key difference between France and every other team is depth. If injuries occur, France have solutions. If matches become physical, France have solutions. If matches become tactical battles, France have solutions. Every World Cup champion needs talent. Every World Cup champion needs balance.
Every World Cup champion needs resilience. France have all three. That's why they're my #1 team entering the World Cup. And right now, France are the team everyone else has to beat.
Portugal. And honestly, they're probably closer to the top 5 than most people realize. Up front, Cristiano Ronaldo remains the focal point. Even at this stage of his career, his movement inside the penalty area remains elite. On the left, Rafael Leao provides explosive pace and direct running. On the right, Bernardo Silva offers creativity, intelligence, and control. In midfield, Bruno Fernandes is the key figure. Few players create more chances or attempt more progressive passes. Alongside him, Vitinha and João Neves provide technical quality and relentless energy. Defensively, Ruben Dias remains one of the best leaders in international football. Nuno Mendes gives Portugal elite athleticism from left-back. And Diogo Costa is one of the best shot stoppers in Europe. This squad has quality in every department. If they build momentum early in the tournament, Portugal are capable of beating absolutely anyone. Don't underestimate them. So that's my final World Cup power ranking before kickoff. France at #1, Argentina at #2, Brazil at #3, Spain at #4, the Netherlands at #5, and Portugal as my dark horse. But here's the reality. Every World Cup creates at least one story nobody predicted. A giant falls. An underdog rises. A new star announces himself to the world. That's why football's biggest tournament is impossible to fully predict. The moment the first whistle blows, everything changes. Tomorrow the debates end. Tomorrow the football begins. 48 nations, one trophy, one chance at immortality. Now it's your turn. Give me your top 5 in the comments. Which team is too high? Which team is too low? And most importantly, who will be lifting the World Cup on July 19th? If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, because throughout the tournament, we'll be covering the biggest matches, the biggest surprises, and the biggest stories from every stage of the competition.